Hey, this is Voshon from Global Social Media Marketing. Today we'll be discussing how to create a content calendar to better organize and develop your Facebook page.
I'd like to explain what the goal of a content calendar is. It's used to map out your publishing schedule for consistency and diversity on social media while strategically implementing content to ensure the most engagement with fans online. In other words, getting that great content you produce out to your fans at the right time. Here are overviews of the Facebook content creation calendar process and also content approval process we use when working with our clients here at Global Social Media Marketing. The kind of people responsible for creating social media content hold titles such as social media manager or digital marketing manager as myself. Some content is user-generated by customers or comes straight from the client.
Go to a Google Slides. I have that open right here. This content will be for our client. He's a health insurance agent. Is around October of 2019, the end of October of 2019. We were able to create content for him. So as you can see, we have about 5 or 6 posts. Some of them are just drafts, others are actual content that we would use. And so we were able to create the content in here.
So when coming up with the actual content, there are different methods of ideation. You can have a monthly brainstorm session with your client, read up on industry trends, attend or have members of your client's staff attend industry-sanctioned events, and watch for social media trends, including top influencers and big brands in your client's industry.
The point of contact, have a meeting and come up with some of these ideas for content. That's what we did. Me and the Instagram manager got together with Heath, discussed some of the things he wanted to see, and so we were able to come up with some posts around his open enrollment as well as just general good health things, but that's just specific to the client. And also for many of your clients, you want to do things that are known nationally. So Halloween was coming up, so we definitely had a Halloween post in there as well.
Let's get into some best practices on social media in general. Keep posts short, determine ideal timing for posts, and this will mean having a good understanding of Facebook analytics. Post often, don't forget to interact with fans online, do social media contests with potential prizes, make use of emojis as those are new forms of communication, always have high quality images, and lastly, have video content if possible.
Want to go ahead and draft up an email and schedule out the posts during the week and let your point of contact know your ideas for how we're going to schedule these posts. And so I kind of show the days as well as a draft of what the content will say, as well as a little description of what the image might be. For some of these images I didn't do that, but it's good practice to go ahead and have maybe in the parentheses something about what the image looks like. Here I linked in the actual point deck so he could go in and take a look at the drafted posts. I also let him know where to find those posts, and from there I usually go into the actual Facebook page. As you can see here, we have some of them already in the draft section, so I can go through and show you guys how to do that and look into the drafts that we've already created and start creating more drafts from there, or we can go ahead and create new content from the write a post section. So what you'll want to do is go into your Google Slides. For this post, I will be using this content here. So go ahead and copy the content you want. Make sure it's up to date of what you want to say. You can make tweaks as you go through, but for now I'll copy this over, paste it into the create post. As you can see, I've already embedded the emojis, but Facebook has now implemented insert an emoji icon where you can get the most up-to-date emojis and fill them in as you go. So I have green means go and have a check mark next to it, as well as a cell phone indicating that they should give Heath a call if they need any help. And from there, you also want to have the images ready. As you can see, we have it here in the Facebook drafts.
Let's explore some viable options about where to get images. Getty Images, Adobe Stock, Shutterstock are great if you have the budget for them. If you can't afford those, I like to use Burst by Shopify, Deposit Photos, and Unsplash Me as cost-effective solutions. Now let's get back.
Post for the Google Slides, you can go ahead and copy this over, or you can download it from your source, whether it be a G drive or from an email thread. So I'll go ahead and download that, and it's easy as just dragging it over into the post. Once you have it there, you can either share it now, which I think for a content page, you'd like to schedule them out. So you'll hit that little arrow to drop down, save as a draft, and once you have that saved, and be able to view a lot of the content you've already drafted. And so you go in and you can see your drafts here. You want to go ahead and decide where you want to schedule your posts. So obviously this content was old, and so we'd be scheduling it for the last week of October. To find optimal times to schedule your posts, so when you go in, you can go ahead and go to drop down and schedule, and you'll be able to go ahead and schedule the day and time. It's best practice to go ahead and check where you want to, at what times you want to schedule your posts.
There are various types of content you can post on Facebook that are super engaging, ranging from GIFs, live videos and questions, to polls, events, and blog articles.
What are the optimal times to make posts for your fans in particular? So you can go ahead and click on more and go to insights. I've already brought it up what that page looks like here. It'll bring you to the overview page, but you'll want to go to posts, and you can actually see the times that are most optimal, that you have the most viewership. And so for Heath, it's at 6 p.m. So I would advise that maybe an hour or 2 hours prior to that time would be good, because you want the post out there, so once your viewers are able to get online, log into Facebook, they'll be seeing it around that time. Perhaps this page should be empty because you've moved them over to your scheduled post. You can make sure that your times and dates match up with what you would like, and also make sure that these match up with what you've told your client here in the content calendar. Make sure that your client is able to go in and be able to review in the scheduled post section, as well as be able to review in the Google Slides section. Thanks guys for watching. Those are some tips on how to create a Facebook content calendar. We'll see you guys next time, and don't forget to like and subscribe.